Hi, it's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and I'm coming to you now, and I'm a little bit nervous because of the paper that I chose for this card. It looks like I'm having a lot of white marks on the edge. So what I'm going to be doing on the edge of the paper, what I'm going to be doing right now is looking for some ink or some chalk that I can do the edges with on those leaves so that each one of the leaves don't have white on it. I picked out a two-sided paper from the linens stack. Let me show you. This is the linen stack. And I picked out this sheet of paper. I thought it would really look great, and if you put these flowers on it, they really look really nice. The only problem, although it's two-sided, the color, it's got a white core. So I'm seeing a little bit of white on here and not knowing if I'm going to like it. The only thing that's going to save me is that I've got a white background to that cutting. Remember, I said don't worry about the pink, don't worry about the pink. Well, I'm doing white, so it might be the only thing that saves me. But we'll see in a few minutes. And again, I'm really looking forward to putting this together with you, and I'm trying on a new camera, so hopefully it's going to work. I cut out 2 cards just in case this camera doesn't work. I'll revert back to my old camera. At any rate, thank you for joining me, and I'll be back in a little bit. Hi, it's Sheila, and I'm back. And yes, ran into all kinds of trouble. First, my paper isn't that strong. Now, I did get out, and I did a test already on this so that I could see how this particular color worked out. It's called Juniper, and it works out just right. And I'm just dabbing a few little dabs here and there where it's really bad. Down here is where it's really bad. It just didn't want to cut right down here. And then I had all kinds of trouble. Now I had my little score tool in my Explorer, but obviously I didn't have it down enough. And so therefore look what I did trying to get this to do this. I made a big mess out of this. And so that card's not going to make it. This one's going to, so at least I'll have one. But remember I told you I was going to take one just to experiment? Some of these cuts that they have on Cricut Explorer, I don't know whether I have my machine wrong on the weight or the depth of the cut, by whether it's cardstock. Like I just used cardstock on it because it was a regular cardstock. But it still gave me a hard time. Now, right now, I'm waiting for my plug-in. It cut, can you believe it? It cut the color, it cut this, and now it wants to have a plug-in on the computer, but it keeps going over and over again, and I'll probably have to call in on this because it's just not doing it. Okay, there's enough of that where we'll be okay. Oh no, one right here. Daubers are really nice, and I have a dauber for every color that I have got in my ink. Now I've got Creative Memories ink, and my set is from like 3 years ago, and it's still going strong because I'm not like some stampers are. I mean, that's all they do is stamp, and I can't say that for me. I've got every one of them in a dauber thing like this. I've got them lined up, which gives what it is. This is Juniper, so it goes here at the bottom. This would be Sorbet, this would be Creme Brulee, this is Olive, and so on. So I've got that, and this isn't my only one. I have this one also. I think I've shown these before. And see, isn't that nice? It just is really organized, and it really helps me get things in order. So, put that aside, and I am going to have to get back to you because I'm still waiting for my plug-in to plug in, and get this going so I can cut more out, but I wanted to catch up with what I was doing. Thank you. Bye now. Let me mute my TV. In my scrap room I have a TV and I like to watch it. I am going to, for this part here, I'm going to take, what can I take? This and put this along here. Put this down and do a little spray. Because otherwise, can you imagine gluing that? Put the white on. This is going to be fun. It wants to stick. It wants to stick. There, there. It's got a little gooey on here. But see how it doesn't show up? The white doesn't show up as much where I told you it would be forgiving. It was. Okay, we're just going to leave that. Now. Oh, and you know what? This is on the bad one. I saved the bad one. Oh, that's wonderful. I saved the bad one. Let's get this back out. Let's get this back out. See, I accidentally do these things. Grab the wrong one, but now we can correct that. Squeeze it a little bit so some ink gets down on this here thing to make it a little easier. And let's get my juniper out. And I want to get right along this edge right here. I don't know whether that's going to work. Let's try. And it's not working too good. Okay, we'll get the front here. And we got that. And if that doesn't stay down like that, like it's supposed to, I'll put some glue on there. Okay. And this is going together a little bit easier than I thought. I thought that card was lost altogether. And look at, you can't tell. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. The only thing is I have a little bit of white on the edge right there. I don't know whether you can see that or not. But we'll just trim that. And then we'll get this here straight. Because that edge is terrible. And I'm going to go on this side and use the foam folder. There. Now we have 5 of we have to put this on, and I decided that I didn't want to use that. The lettering was just too bulky, and it just didn't look graceful enough. You know what I mean? It just looked, I don't know, too bulky for what I wanted. If I did the lettering smaller, it would have been just fine, but I didn't. So I want to use a Sympathy, and I pulled some out from Creative Memories. And they're on this desk here, but then again, everything's on this desk right now. Let me move some stuff out of the way. We don't need this now. So let's move that out of the way. Here they are. Here they are. I want to do this with heartfelt sympathy right here. It's a nice little, sincere, I should say, is the word I can think of that comes to mind, is just a sincere sympathy. I'm going to put that down, that, and we want it with heartfelt sympathy right across here. There was another one I liked. Deepest sympathy goes too far. No, nothing on that one. And wishing you peace and comfort. That one's nice too. Let's see, wishing you peace and comfort. I got a little piece of paper there. And a scratchy voice. Let's do it with heartfelt sympathy. And we'll do it right about there. Black ink. I got my black Creative Memories ink out. They snap in just as easily as they snap out. Boy, I got an icky. I haven't been cleaning my things well enough, I can tell. Now, I like to stamp off something first to make sure that it's perfect. With heartfelt sympathy. There we go. I've got stuff all over today. I haven't been up here in weeks. So I'm just trying to get back. Close this up. I should have stamped the other one. I'll do that later. I've got to get working on dinner. You know how that is. Matter of fact, I did not get we're having a roasted chicken and I didn't get it in the oven soon enough. So hubby came down and he put it on. But I've got to do all the rest of the things for dinner, so I want to get this all ready here. Now, we've got this. We need 5 of these little flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 5 reserved for that one on the side. And I could lift all of them with pop dots, but I don't think I want to. I really don't think I want to. I gotta get the glue off of this. There we go. This is my art glitter glue. And I want to just put it all along here. Oops. And underneath there. And I have an old, because I put too much glue in there. But you want to put it down and get it down so it stays down, you know what I mean? Okay. Now, we want to just put enough glue 1, 2, 3. This is just a super simple sympathy card. 3. 5. I'm going to put that one at the end of that, like that. See, now it's sticking better. Okay. Put this on at the very tip. And I'm putting just a little dot in the center, as you can see there. Just a little bit in the center. That one's already on. And then this one. I got ink on my hand and everything. You can tell I'm working hard. There. Now, we can leave that like that. We can add another stamp. Is there anything that we'd like to add? Let's look. May God be with you, love and hugs. No, they're too big. They're way too big. It would just look fun. You know, real funny. I don't know what I did with it. Wishing you comfort. One, I had it out. Oh, goodness. It's on my table somewhere. That's scary. Here it is. It's been kind of nice doing this one, but it seems like my first video after having 3 weeks off is always a little bit rough. So just hang in there with me. I'll make it better for next week. We're going to have some changes, and I want to let you know that if anyone is interested in becoming a Sassy Lady designer, please notify me, email me, MacSheilaM@gmail.com, and let me know what blog you're on and that you're interested in becoming a designer. We got a little glue in here. Okay, we have to make sure that glue is off there, otherwise it'll stick shut. And we have an ATG gun, an empty ATG gun, nonetheless. This is a good one. An ATG gun. When I was making Christmas cards, I went through a ton of glue. I don't know how Anna Griffith got through those with just those 4 little things. I went through 4 whole rolls, but I put a lot of tape on. I noticed she didn't, but I liked a lot on. And then this will go here, and I think I'm going to grab this one more time. Am I boring you guys? I hope not. One more time. But sometimes when you have, now see, this is one of the design studio ones. It should be real simple to put together, but as you can see, it was not. I had trouble with my paper. The cuts didn't want to come off because they're so delicate. So it's important to just really, you know, don't ever make fun of someone that has or did one of these off of Design Studio or Design Space, because they're hard, some of them. Even though it says easy, all you have to do is have the wrong type of paper, and it becomes much harder to do. Now we have a nice sympathy card. simple, right? Nice, fast and simple. And we need a little, I'll use this. We'll just sign it on the back. And I always sign my first name in 2015. I had those stamps. The stamps were so good. And sometimes the ink went through, so I don't use them anymore. Okay. That is a sympathy card. And it's not bad. And let me see if I can figure out how to zoom in on this. I'm going to stand up so I can look closer at the camera. I got my grubs on, so don't look at me and laugh. Here we go. This is a Nikon Coolpix camera. So, anyway, I'm going to stop recording now. I thank you for joining me today. She's a sassy lady for a simple card. It doesn't look simple, though, with all the cuts on it, as you can see. Look at those. Isn't that amazing, the cuts? Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there. Isn't that amazing? Thank you for joining me today. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye now.